2020 has been a bad year for all of us because of COVID-19. This pandemic has changed our lives. It is very difficult to accept a new normal life, just like what Jessica, Theresia, and I, Yeremia, feel. Many new ways of life have come since March when coronavirus came to Indonesia. The new normal life has now become our new habits. I know that we all expect the same thing, right? That the pandemic ends. But when the time comes, should we maintain the new habits or not? Washing hands is the first new habit. Before the pandemic, washing hands was not a habit for some people, but not for now. Before cooking, eating, writing, or anything that involves hands, wash your hands first. Cleaning your hands properly can prevent contracting the coronavirus and even other diseases. This happens because the bacteria and virus will be blocked. So don't forget to use soap when washing your hands. Not only washing hands, but wearing a mask is also important. Before the pandemic, when we were sick, we rarely used a mask to prevent transmission. But when the pandemic ends, mask will be very useful for preventing various existing viruses, as well as holding back cigarette smoke, vehicles, and holding back sun exposure. So don't forget to wear your mask.
There are lots of people consuming various kinds of vitamins in this COVID-19 pandemic, starting from vitamin C, D, E, K, and many more to increase the immune system in the body. But first, by consuming vitamins, it cannot cure the disease, but rather prevents the possibility of getting the disease. We need to continue this habit of taking vitamins after the COVID-19 pandemic is over to improve micro and body health according to what the body needs. Everybody has different needs in consuming vitamins. There are several things that need to be considered before consuming vitamins. First, it will be great if we did a consultation with a doctor about the vitamins that deficient in our body. Second, buy vitamins according to what your body needs. Because if you are taking vitamins that your body doesn't need, the vitamins that are consumed will be in vain. Third, look at the label on vitamins to make sure the compositions your body needs is there. Fourth, don't take too many vitamins as they can cause bad side effects. The increasing use of hand sanitizers is currently influenced by the COVID-19 pandemic because hand sanitizers contain alcohol, which can kill bacteria. However, it's not only the coronavirus that can harm the body. There are still many diseases that can come from hand bacteria after we handle things that many people have handled. Therefore, we must be careful. The habit of using hand sanitizers must continue after the end of the COVID-19 pandemic, especially if we are outside the house to avoid various bad bacteria that can be transmitted. The hand sanitizers we use must at least contain 60% alcohol to kill most of the bacteria. Otherwise, it's not effective and will only reduce the growth of germs rather than just killing them outright. Using hand sanitizers is just like we use soap and water. Therefore, just like using soap and water, we have to make sure we cover all of our hands, including knuckles, wrists, palm, the back of your hand, and fingernails, and rubbing it for at least 20 seconds.
Other good habits that can help us to go through the new normal era is exercising. Exercising will help us to keep our body fit and healthy while we spend most of our time at home, and could be beneficial if we frequently go outside because we will have a strong body, and exercising can increase our body's immune system. You don't have to exercise every single day. However, you have to have a routine schedule and commit to exercise every once in a while. For example, you can set a schedule for every twice a week so that you can stay healthy while still being productive with other activities that you have. By exercising, it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to work out. Exercises can be done by taking a jog or a walk for probably an hour in a day, or you can just do some stretching to loosen up your muscle and let some sweat out. And don't be so hard on yourself if you're going to exercise. It takes time to have a healthy body. The key is to do it step by step and not rushing it. Last but not least, this is a good habit that we can keep in the new normal era for our mental health, which is having a healthy or good relationship with our family or friends if you live with your friends. Keeping a good relationship is good for your mental health because your family can be your support system in this kind of situation, where people are isolated and the interaction that we can do is limited. They can help us to cope with the whole situation, help us to keep ourselves motivated, and probably if you weren't feeling well or good about yourself or your surroundings or anything that has been happening, your family can help you to reorganize that. By having a good relationship with your family, it will also help you to keep your mind on track and help you to deal with the new normal situation where there are new rules and habits that you need to have and follow. Don't be afraid to seek for help from your family, especially in this kind of situation. We are all human beings and humans need to socialize and depend on each other to keep on living. Sure, it is hard to do it all at once, keeping all these habits in your daily life in this new normal era. But why not give it a try one at a time and keep on growing with all of these habits and probably other more good habits that we haven't mentioned. Living a healthy life always costs less than living a life of recovering from an illness. We believe this short presentation will help you to go through and grow through the new normal era.